will do anything to keep him from going down by himself. He just brought proof that Jay-Z reportedly married his mistress Kathy White instead of Beyonce to protect her. It looks like his plans are finally working. It looks like Kathy White got pregnant for Jay-Z around the same time she threatened to bear all of an interview. In the middle of all the chaos, Beyonce also announced that she was pregnant. Kathy's tell-all would say that Jay-Z did the right thing by deleting his lover. Now, sources say Diddy has strong proof of everything that happened, so Jay might not have many days left as a free man. He wanted to keep the relationship quiet, so he would do things like ask her to bring some friends with her on a ride, which is what he did that night in Vegas. Jay is also said to have taken Kathy to the Bellagio casino and asked her to bring a few friends to their table. Kathy's friend, Claudia Jordan, was reportedly envious of how she always seemed to get the rich ballers, how she had over $100,000 worth of bags and shoes, and how she could just buy her friend a $3,000 Louis Vuitton bag. So Jay was clearly taking care of Kathy until he started to see her as a liability. That's why it's interesting that in 2020, Knight said that this A-list host model and actress or host has always kept quiet about her friend's death, but has become more convinced over the years that the permanent A-list rapper killed her friend. It seemed too perfect that he wanted her to be in the picture, and soon after he said that the friend had died, it came out that Claudia Jordan was the A-list host. Jay-Z was his name, and Kathy was friends with him. As the saying goes, everything that happens in the dark will show up in the end. It didn't take long for people to start putting two and two together and finding out that Kathy was Jay's mistress. Naturally, they started reaching out to her for comments on the situation, and about 2 weeks before she passed away, a major tabloid that was investigating the Jay-Z connection allegedly called out to her Lee Crum. She said, "Note the date. Hey Jay-Z, I was the reporter who talked to your supposed mistress right before she died or was murdered. I know everything. I know what you did. Go for yourself. Your time is coming. Maybe you and Diddy can share a jail cell together. Justice is coming. It's only a matter of time before spirit cooks." Jay-Z is exposed like Diddy. There's a reason Kanye said Jay's got killers. I would know he's evil to the core. It looks like Diddy's been threatening Jay-Z with some proof of the murder of Kathy White if Jay doesn't take the fall with him.
Have you ever been to a P. Diddy party?
Yeah, several. Many. Honestly.
And so, can you take us through, like, what goes on, like, when you were there?
Money and sex.
Were you surprised that there were so many cameras in his houses?
No.
So let me ask you, when you hear that Cassie was told to hire male escorts to come in what they call freak-offs now,
Yeah.
is that something normal that happens in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Freak-offs.
Hey, everybody know that. I've been saying it.
Yeah, so why does Puffy, why now? Why?
Because he's the acceptable monster at this time. Like R. Kelly was the last time I sat on this couch.
So who's next?
Y'all don't see the lineup? Jay-Z is setting Diddy up. He lined up behaving, stole his life and identity. He lined up Big L, stole his life and identity. He lined up Dame Dash, stole his life, identity, and fucking took his love. Lined up R. Kelly. He wants to be the one.
He's at Diddy's 50th birthday party. The Kardashians, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Kanye, Kevin Hart, every A-lister was there. And Stevie J wants to remind them. Remember, the lawsuit says Diddy has compromising footage of everyone.
Now that Jay-Z is set up, Diddy goes down alone for their joint trafficking scheme.
I think it's time for us to address the elephant in the room.
R. Kelly was the first corporately sponsored pedophile. Everybody knew.
Once it came out on R. Kelly, Jay-Z fled the scene.
Point was, he knew all the time.
For 20 years, Jay-Z refused to speak out against R. Kelly, but his former partner, Dame Dash, won't stay silent.
Aaliyah is key to everything. Aaliyah and I were very serious. We talked about getting married, so I knew exactly what went on.
She'd be like, no, that's a bad bad man.
R. Kelly did indeed marry his protege, the 15-year-old singer Aaliyah Houghton.
Like Aaliyah was like the sacrificial lamb for all that.
22-year-old rising star Aaliyah has been killed in a horrific plane crash.
It's a pain that you couldn't understand.
It changed you, turned you into a monster.
When Dame was at his lowest, Jay committed the ultimate betrayal.
I had so much trust in my brother, but he did things that I thought he would never do. So what you think I felt all these years?
For 20 years, R. Kelly's power protected him.
At that time, we did not look hard enough.
Remember Aaliyah's album cover?
Age ain't nothing but a number. Sitting back there like Perv Master.
I mean, I wasn't there. You know, I ain't have nothing to do with that.
They made a song together called Not Guilty. Anybody that knows what happened to my girl that with me should not be with homie, period.
Even as new allegations came out, Jay looked the other way.
Kelly is accused of videotaping himself having sex with an underage girl. Prosecutors maintain the girl in the video was as young as 13 when it was made.
I mean, I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that. I know I ain't have nothing to do with it.
I'm going to expose somebody that we all forget about. Y'all see this picture of Jay-Z with Aaliyah when she was underage? Y'all forgot about Jay, huh? We only know about Dame and Dash messing with Aaliyah and R. Kelly. But that ain't the only one that Jay had when she was underage. Y'all remember Fox Brown and Jay? Ain't no woman like the one I got. No one could love you better. Before that song came out.
Now there's ample evidence to say that both Jay-Z and Diddy are right up there with R. Kelly.
Did you see where Jay-Z and Beyonce's daughter, Blue Ivy, introduced her salon son to your song, Shake Something?
Yeah, I saw that. I did see that. You know what I mean? I ain't know how true it was or not, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like, you know, if it come from in-house, you know, it's validated, but that's dope. It don't surprise me. I actually met Beyonce before. That was one of the people be like, who you met? You know what I'm saying? That like it threw you out, like it took you back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Beyonce, she I was at a party at Diddy crib in LA. This was the beginning of 2020. You know what I mean? And, Diddy had put everybody else out the crib, like the influx of people he had put them out. But he had took a liking to me in particular around the time, man. It was really, you know what I mean, like putting his arm around me.
Right.
So he had put majority of the people out, but he allowed me to stay in there. Me and, you know, maybe about 15 others, you know.
Right.
Jay-Z and Beyonce being, you know, two of the other 15 people in the room. So that'll just put into perspective of the type of company I was in at the moment, you know. And she came over and introduced herself to me like as if she had to.
Right.
Beyonce, cut it out. But I'm a big fan of your work, you know what I'm saying? Whoop de whoop, and that was just dope. That was dope as hell to me, man. That was dope. That was super dope.
Okay, and this is a 2013 blind item that like was brought back again on March 4th about Beyonce, Jay-Z, Diddy, Kelly Rowland. In 2013, the Queen Bee and her husband attended a New Year's Eve party in Miami, which was being thrown by Mr. Freakoff. No one who was there has ever forgotten that night because she spent the entire night in the pool dancing into space. Her best friend who recently starred in the Netflix movie called for help, but she was ignored. It's like she was in a trance. By the way, so this is Beyonce and Jay-Z party into 2014 at Diddy's New Year's Eve bash. So you can Google that, like Diddy's 2013, you know, New Year's Eve bash, obviously bringing in 2014. And you can see in the articles how they had had linked Beyonce's Instagram account, and all of her posts from this 2013 party were removed when I initially reported on this blind item from my main account at the beginning of March. I just find that interesting. Do you guys see how like all of these chips were kind of falling? This is why I'm also so pissed my main's not here anymore, because I had captured this all in real time. And I remember being like, oh, that's weird. All of Beyonce's posts from Diddy's party are fucking gone, and any evidence of her being there are fucking gone. This one aged so well, you guys.
Now, Jay-Z and Beyonce are trying their best to erase all evidence of their friendship with Diddy.
Now, you had said that you felt that Beyonce was a prisoner. Because I always heard their relationship was put together. Like it was a business. Or I did hear that.
Him and Matthew Knowles had a deal and
Security Solutions Hero of the Game, Glenn Martin of New York City. As a longtime real estate executive for Christian and Wakefield, Glenn had the foresight years ago to know what Brooklyn could become, and he played an important role in the renaissance of our
Now, everybody knows Beyonce doesn't get to have a say in this being controlled by Jay-Z and stuff.
Yeah, tell him stop bringing all the minors over here late at night. I live right next to him. He do too much. He be like buses, like big ass buses. You see all type of shit hop out. Especially at nighttime, like around 3 o'clock in the morning. It gets wild. I'm in favor. When my basketball go over there, I just let it be because I don't want to knock on the door.
But 50 Cent is ready to witness. Carter and Combs are connected. And this dude's taking it up with the police too.
I'm gonna tell you something right now, Sean, because I know you're watching. Or you have someone watching. I'm gonna admit something right here on AT2 channel that I've never admitted before. People think I'm a snitch. The truth is I'm the best secret keeper in the world. I keep secrets even what I'm about to say my husband don't know. I started fucking Big L when I was 14 years old.
Whoa.
We kept it on the low because I was young. You didn't know that, Sean. And you don't know everything that L told me about you. Please sue me. I want to go to court.
Wow.
I want to tell everybody in the world all the things that Big L told me about you when I was fucking him.
So this Big L is associated.
Big L is the one that put Jay-Z on.
Wow.
Jay-Z was the last person to see Big L alive.
Wait, so this Big L person is not living on this earth no more?
He's been dead for years. His death made it possible for reasonable doubt to live.
Whoa.
See how good I keep secrets, Sean? And I'm gonna tell you something else, and I'll give you this one for free. Big L fuck better than you do, nigga. I'd rather be with that dead man than ever be with you.
So how do you know how Jay-Z get down? You know that from experience, or?
Don't worry about that part. I'll tell it on the stand.